Greetings and salutations. I'm trying to turn the brightness up. Alright, as far as we go. Live chat. Impromptu live video tonight, y'all. Greetings and salutations. How's everybody doing? Where y'all at? Come on. Ooh, look at that weird thing. Hello, T. I know my runt should be on her way. There she is. Maleko Sala, Brandon Seda. Hello. Hello, Renee. Wow, a lot of new people here tonight. Ooh. Oh, I was just kind of bored tonight. And the shop's going to be closed the first week of March. And I'm not going to be around for a while. So I figured I was bored. I had some time. Get this shit in here right now. That's like really big and close up or something. Oh, that's better. Hello, Dave CJ Kim. Wow, a lot of new people here tonight. Where y'all coming from? I didn't even advertise the shit. New people. The music too loud. Hey, buddy. Oh, I was reminded of a story. You're not new, just generally don't get to see on live. Well, cool. It's kind of late, actually, for me to be doing live, but I was like, I ain't got nothing else going on right now. Well, I do got shit going on, actually, that I'm waiting for, and I need something to do. So here I am. Hello, Lean Bean. That's awesome. So I was talking to my wrench, Miss Marlene Lopez, the other night, and I don't know, we were talking about black cats. And because I actually have just recently become in possession of a black cat. Popeye in the oven. No, but you know what? I got a big ass basket of fucking hard candy, man. They're good. So I have become in possession of a black cat last week, and I did not hurt this cat. I did not harm this pussy in any way. It was someone's pet that was very old and it died, so they gave it to me. And we were discussing all kinds of things about black cats, and she reminded me that I never told a story of my black cat that I had years ago when I was living in Delaware. So, long story short, my cat got sick, and I tried to take care of it. Somehow his back legs, like his whole back half, got paralyzed. And he was like, I had to keep him in diapers. I had to hand feed him. And that went on for like 3 months. And then one night, he just started screaming this crazy fucking scream that I'll never forget. And he just died. So I wrapped him up in this black cloth. And we dug a hole in the yard. And I buried him. And about 8 months later, at the time, I was doing this other stuff, and I decided I needed his bones for something. So me and my husband went out there, and we had his little grave marked and everything. And I was going to use his bones for some stuff. I was also going to use some other stuff and kind of like make a memorial, for him that I could keep and everything. So we dig him up, and the grave had not been disturbed. It was never dug up or like anything. And so we dug him up, and he was still wrapped up in the black cloth and everything. Like, you could see the outline of his skull. You could feel the weight when you picked him up, that he was wrapped in his cloth, like, and everything. And my husband was holding it, and he started unwrapping the cloth. And I swear to God, guys, you cannot make this shit up. He started unwrapping the cloth, and when he got it fully opened, there was nothing and it like poof. And it was crazy because you could feel the weight of it. You could see, like I said, you could see the total shape of the skull inside the cloth. It was wrapped so tight on him. And when he got finished unwrapping it, there was nothing in the cloth. Like not a piece of hair, not a bone, not a nothing. My whole cat just poof. Just just vanished in the thin air. And that was one of the most craziest things that I've ever experienced. It was really something. It was, and if I wouldn't have been there, if I wouldn't have experienced it, I wouldn't believe it. If somebody told me that story, I wouldn't fucking believe it. But it fucking happened, y'all. I swear. I swear it fucking happened. It was crazy. But Marlene reminded me, I was like, remind me to tell that story on live. Because I don't think I ever told it. It is freaky. It was fucking crazy. And I have a witness, my husband. My husband witnessed the whole thing. I'm not crazy. You're gonna say something like that. You believe me? Awesome. Yeah, I hope y'all believe me. I wouldn't believe it. I really wouldn't. If somebody told me some shit, I'd be like, y'all crazy. If I wouldn't have been there, man, I'm telling you. It was crazy. I was pissed. I was pissed. But this summer, I have become in possession of another black cat. So I already have some plans for him. Some things I'm going to do with him. But I'm also going to be, at some point, putting some of his bones in the shop for sale. Actual genuine black cat bones are very old in conjure. Very old things and tricks you can do with black cats. And actual genuine black cat bones are pretty scarce and pretty hard to come by. I've seen a lot of people, selling black cat bones in their shop, and when you get them, they're like fucking chicken bones and shit. Like they're not the real deal. They're pretty hard to come by, but keep an eye on the shop in come summer, spring, and I'm gonna put some of his bones up there for y'all. You better get them while you can, because they're rare. I believe it. Weird shit happens sometimes. Weird shit happens all the time, I'm telling you. When you do work, you see some strange things. That's why I believe you're awesome. Yeah. Yeah. Joey, Marlene, we need to smack you with a wrench. So who has questions, y'all? Anybody got questions for me tonight? Marlene will take care of it, Lean Bean. Don't worry about it. That's what I got a wrench for. We get trolls all the time. Anybody got any questions for me tonight? Oh, I seen some fuckery going around tonight. Somebody posted a thing on Instagram, I believe it was, and it said something about that they didn't believe in blowback to spell work or something. They think it's bullshit, and everybody needs to quit believing it because that's indoctrination, or I don't know, some fucking bullshit. Y'all don't believe that shit. You don't believe that it's fucking real. If you do some shit that is not justified, you gonna fucking pay for it, and that blowback is real. I'm not saying threefold. I'm not saying karma. I'm not saying none of this shit. I'm saying balance. What goes up must come down. It's pure balance, science, and physics. If you throw some shit out there, not fucking just, it's gonna fucking come back right the fuck at you. And usually when something goes up, it falls down a lot harder than what it went up. I'm just saying, y'all. Don't believe that shit. Don't believe that shit going around. That's some crazy. I was like, what the fuck is this shit? This is some crazy shit. Hello, Root Dr. Blackbird Shatterack. I think you were here last time. I don't think he wants to sniff me tonight, honestly. I did have a shower, but still. Revenge work. What do you want to talk about? I think we were just kind of sort of talking about that. Revenge work. Revenge work is fun. Is it? What was it? Kill Bill? Was that the movie where she was like, it's like really rare that the fates smile on something is rare, as revenge. It's justified, yeah. It's a rare thing that it's actually justified, but when it's justified, that's some good shit. We have a lot of bad, which is half-assed teaching work and noobs and getting them in trouble. You can't just do anything. Yep, noobs need to understand, but they don't understand it. They don't understand it. They see a fucking meme, they read some shit on Google, and they just fucking do that shit. Or they go in a fucking group on Facebook and some fucking forum and just take everybody's fucking advice in there and don't even do their own research. I'm starting to come of the frame of mind that if y'all do fucked up shit, if y'all don't do your research, if y'all get scammed by fake priests and stuff like that, it's on you. It really is. It's on you for not doing your due diligence, for not doing your research, for not vetting people, for, you can't blame anybody. Can't blame anybody but yourself when that shit fucking happens. You really can't. And everybody's gonna say, oh, you're victim blaming or something. No, I'm not. I'm just tired of trying to help people. And there's 5 million other people fucking them up, and they just fall right into it because they don't do their research and they don't do their vetting and all that. It's on them. Maybe that's what is it? Darwin. Oh my God, what's it called? The weeding out of the weaker species. What's it called? Natural selection. That's what's called. Yeah, maybe it's natural selection in the fucking rootwork or witchcraft community. So I like the moon tonight. Absolutely. It's an awesome moon tonight. In fact, my Tata was sending me pictures of it. He was like, look at this shit. We were talking about some shit earlier. We didn't even realize that it was a full moon tonight until he started texting me pictures. I was like, oh yeah, that's right. I had to do some shit dang. Because we realized it was a full moon. And then they get their ass handed to them because they decided to do whatever the fuck they want, right? And but I tell you what, all us priests and workers got plenty of clients for the future. Plenty of fucking clients for the future because they're gonna be fucking themselves up. They're gonna be listening to dumb shit. They're not gonna be doing the research. They're gonna be fucking around in cemeteries. They're gonna be doing all this shit. And guess who they come to when shit gets fucked up and they need cleaned? That's all I'm saying. We got plenty of clients booked up for the future. That's why I love you. Been watching your stuff. Just teach real shit. And if people don't listen, oh well. That's the mind frame I'm coming to. I mean, I've been saying it for years that, my spirit's put charge on me to fucking help people, which is why I do these videos. I'm trying to fucking help people, but some people are beyond fucking help. But I'm getting to the point, I think, where my range of helping people is not going to be so much in teaching anymore, but it's going to be in doing readings and actual work for people. That's where I'm going to be the most help to people and actually change people's lives. If you lose money, if all you lose is money, then take it as a yeah, right? Money can be replaced. Other shit you can lose fucking around, this shit can't be fucking replaced or fixed. Some shit is not fixable. Not 100% fixable anyway. Hey, Marlene, should I tell them the story about your reading? I won't if you don't want me to. I was going to tell them about the dryer. Some people think they know too much. Exactly. They don't need help, but it does matter. You know what really pisses me off is people come in these groups, especially groups, like I'm in groups that are, all priests of traditions and, workers and real deal people. And, people come in there and they ask advice, and then they have this whole group of priests and priestesses telling them something, but it's not what they want to hear. So they don't fucking believe it. And I'm like, or they don't listen to it or whatever. And I'm like, you come in here asking for help. You got priests and initiated people and stuff trying to fucking help you, and you ain't fucking hearing it because it's not what you want to hear. But everybody be telling them the same shit. That really irks me. It's like, why you even come asking for help if you ain't gonna listen to what the fuck we're telling you? It's crazy. I remember when you flipped out about someone telling someone to make a honey jar to remove a curse. That's a good one. Yeah. I posted something on my Facebook page the other day. It was like, was it Socrates quote? And it was like, and it's the same thing I always say, true wisdom and knowledge knows that it knows nothing. A true person who's wise knows that they could never possibly know everything. They learn something new every day, and the researching and the studying never ceases. You're always a fucking student. Always. And if you ever think, oh, I know everything, I know so much, I'm all this and that, you're fucking lost. You're way fucking lost. Don't ask for advice if you're not going to take it. Exactly. Oh, she said I can go ahead. Cool. I was like, thank you. Somebody said it. But see, a lot of people hate me for that. A lot of people hate me for speaking truth, y'all. I'm telling you. They don't want to hear that shit. Or I'm being mean. Being mean. No, I'm being truthful. 2 weeks ago, I was making a vid of my grandbaby and husband, and I seen several orbs flying all around them. I didn't tell them because I wasn't afraid. If that happens again, what should I do? I mean, that's not a big deal. Orbs aren't a big deal. That's probably, somebody's fucking ancestor, somebody's fucking spiritual quadrant, somebody, I wouldn't say they're anything fucking negative or bad or anything. Let them hate. Haters gonna hate, I'm telling you. I seen some shit last night. Somebody sent me some shit. Oh my god. The shit that people talk about me is fucking incredible. And it's like, it's all lies. So I'm like, do they actually believe those lies? Or are they just, just trying to fucking, trash me or like whatever the fuck they're trying to do? Because I don't know, because they're shop owners, they're workers, whatever. They think I'm competition, whatever, trash me around, whatever. But I think there's probably ways to trash me that are honest, and you don't gotta fucking lie. I don't know. That's just my fucking. I need some perspective, so even I got a reading from an impartial third person. Sometimes we can be blind to what's going on. We're always blind to our own shit. Even the best priest or worker or anybody on the planet has to go to somebody else sometimes to get readings and get their shit straight, because a lot of times when you're into shit, you can't see the shit and you're blind to it. Yeah, all of us do that. People only talk shit. Oh, somebody texted me. People only talk shit about you because they know you're speaking truth and can't. Exactly. Shine a light on a lie. Shine a light on a lie. There's a big consensus going around. The very popular YouTube worker that never shows their face is actually not a female. And I'm inclined to believe that actually after I did a double take. When I seen the rumors going around, I was like, nah, they just talking shit. But then I went and looked and I'm like, holy shit, I think they're fucking right. Really do. That's crazy. That's crazy. Small-minded herd mentality. They'll trash you, but got witches on YouTube straight up taking other workers' material, reading it, and calling it their own. Yeah, well, people do that all the time. It seems like every other. In fact, fucking L&M is based on that. It's founded on taking other people's shit and regurgitating it, and taking credit for it. Seems like every other day, I got to keep doing enemy work. Well, that's not cool. I tell lies about myself just to see if it comes back to me. That's awesome. I know who you're talking about, and it's true. Yeah, I didn't even See, I'm dense, y'all. I didn't even see that shit till somebody started saying it. And I'm like, let me go look at this again. And I went and looked again. I was like, damn, I think they're right. I really do. Damn. I didn't even see that shit. See, even I'm fucking blind to a lot of shit too. But I tell you what, I have never been very good at picking out alternative lifestyle people. Like people that are bisexual or gay or trans or like any of that. I've never been good at picking them out or spotting them, like ever. Now my husband, he's really good at it. Like when those rumors started, I went back and I'm looking at it and I'm like, I think they might be right. I showed to my husband. I was like, do you think they're right? Do you think this is a man? And he was like, he took one look and he was like, yep, that's fucking man. Yep. I was like, damn. Crazy shit. Marlene wants me to tell a story. Marlene got a reading from me a couple of weeks ago, and some things came up that she needed to look out for. And so after the reading, like this was just a couple nights ago, I was sitting with my spirits, and I all of a sudden was given a picture in my head of Marlene, and I seen a flash of her, and then I seen a dryer hose, and it was clogged with something. It was like lint and stuff, like you get out of the dryer, but it looked like a bird's nest for some reason. And I was like, let me fucking, because there were some things she needed to look out for. Fire danger was one of them. So I was like, let me text Marlene real quick and tell her what I just seen. Maybe she needs to look at this. So I texted her. I told her to go check her dryer vent, the hose, and she checked it, and everything was like clear. And I was like, check the vent on the outside where it exits the house. And she went and looked, and I'll be goddamned if there wasn't a huge fucking lint ball blocking up the whole vent with feathers and shit in it that made it look like a bird's nest. And I was like, no fucking way. I'm like, we were both sitting there like, what? That's crazy. Spirits are fucking crazy, y'all. I'm telling you. True story. I got a witness telling you. I don't even know if women are women anymore. I've been doing double takes lately. I live in Massachusetts currently, and lots of double takes up here. I love Massachusetts. Yeah. Yeah. Some are really good. Like, they can pass. Like, well, the popular one on YouTube is passing pretty good. Somebody fucking figured it out, though. And now that it's out, once you see it, like, you can't unsee it. You're like, oh my God. Funny shit, man, I'm telling you. Another thing that irks me is people that don't learn their lesson. They don't fucking learn, man. I don't know. There's something like you'll keep revisiting something over and over and over again until you learn the lesson that you're supposed to learn from it. It's gonna keep fucking happening to you. You're gonna keep repeating the thing and the pattern until you learn what you're supposed to learn from it. You can't move on. And it's like people don't fucking learn, man. They don't learn. They do shit. They fuck with people. They get fucking blowback. They get this and that. And what do? They come back for more once they get all fixed up, cleaned up, healed up, whatever from it. They'll come right back and do it again. It's like, fucking learn a lesson, man. Fucking learn a lesson. Like, I don't know why people don't learn, man. It's crazy. Good peeps up in here, absolutely. You don't see that much in part of Texas that you live in. I don't know. I've never actually been to Texas. That's like one state I've never been to. Feathers and hair clogged up on the outside. That's crazy. When she came back, I didn't tell her it looked like a bird's nest. I was just like, look and see if it's clogged. And then she came back and she was like, yeah, there's a huge clog. And I was like, It looked like a bird's nest when I seen it. She's like, oh my god, it has fucking feathers and shit in it. And totally looks like a bird's nest. I was like, no way. At Rena Shepherd, it really depends on where you live. I lived in South Florida for years and you see it way. Yeah, Florida. Florida's notorious. I have a newbie friend coming to me for advice and guidance with her new path. How do I tell her I'm not up for it? Pass her off to somebody else? That's usually what I do. If I get, clients or people coming to me and I don't really want to fucking deal with them, I'll just refer them out to somebody else. Pass them off. Pass them off. I tell her you're not up for it. I don't know, you just gotta be honest. Just gotta be honest. And people always say they want the truth until the truth is pointed in their direction. Then they get mad. I seen some fucked up shit last night, y'all. I'm telling you. The shit people are saying is just madness, crazy. I really wonder if they believe that shit. Like a hoe passer around. Puff, puff, pass. Bird nest is good for confusing a person. No charge. Yeah, bird nests are great for that. There's an old tale that's like you're never supposed to let a bird get a hold of your hair. Like, don't brush your hair outside. Don't get rid of your hair outside. If a bird gets a hold of your hair and builds a nest with your hair, it'll give you headaches and it'll drive you insane eventually. It's an old superstition. Yeah, I actually got a Christmas tree 2 years ago. And when I got it and I started setting it up and everything, there was a big ass bird nest deep inside the fucking Christmas tree. And that was a first for me. And then I was at a thrift store just a week or two ago. And there was like this little plaque in there. And because they had their Christmas shit on clearance right after Christmas. I don't remember how it went. And I almost bought it because it was like so crazy. But it was like a Pennsylvania Dutch legend, and I'm in fucking Missouri, so I don't know how the fuck there's some Pennsylvania Dutch shit out here in Missouri. But it was like a Pennsylvania Dutch legend that if you get a Christmas tree and it has a bird's nest in it, then that means you're supposed to have like really good luck and finances and blessings for like that whole next year. I was like, wow, that's really crazy because I never found a bird's nest in my Christmas tree before until like 2 years ago. But I still have it. I grabbed the whole nest and stuck it in a jar and use it for shit. Want not, waste not, want not. Always. Who got questions? Well, you got me here. And I'm telling y'all, the shop's going to be closed from December 27th until like March 6th. So if you need readings, book them now because it's going to be gone that whole week. I'm not going to be around. We got stuff to do. True story. I was in my room reading a book lying on my bed. Asked me how a bird went past my open window, I guess, and shit on my head with the screen in the window. Oh my god. I want to laugh at you. I'm sorry, but that's like insane. That's crazy. Am I going on vacation? No, it's not a vacation. I'm going to go work. We got ceremonies and all kinds of stuff that we gotta do, so I gotta go. Gonna book a reading. You're free. It's okay. I'm laughing too. I'm not free. I have a few free spots open, if that's what you're talking about. But I'm not fucking free. Hell no. That's something else, man. You see people and these fucking on Facebook and all this shit doing free readings or free work for people. It has no fucking value. They don't even value themselves what the fuck they're doing. They don't put a value on it for themselves. It has no fucking value. Anybody that gives anything away for free has no fucking value. We done got stuff going down, stuff about to get absolutely some crazy shit's about to go down, yeah. No free spots. Yeah, I do have a few free spots this next coming week before I close shop. So if y'all need readings, you better get them in before I go away. I actually got a question. A friend was having trouble with someone, and he put a name paper in his right shoe, and it tore in half in his shoe almost immediately. If that happened to me, I mean, like, without doing divination on what the fuck or whatever, if that happened to me, I would take that as a sign that that was not justified. That spirit didn't want that work done. And what they were planning wasn't justified, so they fucked it up. Signs, y'all. Always take the fucking signs. I told him I've never seen someone like this, so I'd ask. Yeah, I'd take that as a sign it's not supposed to be done. I think Marlene, did I talk about on the last live about when I bought my car? I put the salesman in my shoe. Did I talk about that or not? I don't remember. I think I did. I don't remember. Do you remember if I talked about that? Yeah, if you gotta do some shit and shit starts fucking up off the bat, don't do that shit. If you start putting something together and shit starts fucking up, you break something, you spill something, you tear something tears like that or something, that's spirit telling you don't do that shit. I did say it, okay, because I don't want to fucking say it again if I said it last time. But yeah, I'm not going to tell the whole fucking story, but I had the salesman in my shoe, and I had him in there for like 2 weeks. He lost his job, all kinds of fucking shit. But I wasn't sure if he'd quite paid the price. So I was going to keep him in my shoe. I was like, I don't think he fucking suffered enough. But the paper that was in my shoe for like 2 fucking weeks came out of my shoe some fucking how. I found it laying on the floor somewhere. And I'm like, oh, it came out. Spirit's telling me that he had enough. He had enough. Quit torturing the motherfucker. Yeah, when shit like that goes down, just take the fucking signs. Would you say the name if you conjure plate shatters? Would I say the same if the conjure plate shatters? That depends. I mean, if it shattered right when you like lit the fucking thing, yeah, I'd say the same. I've had shit explode though, but it explodes at the end. And that's usually energy being released. I don't usually think that's a bad sign, but let's say you were putting it together and broke the fucking plate before it started, or you just lit the candle, nothing was touching the plate, and it fucking broke. Yeah, I'd say they're saying don't do that shit. I've had a lot of work explode when it has a lot of energy behind it. Shit'll blow up, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. Also, I learned a lesson. Don't use porcelain plates. Use metal ones. I went out and I've got a whole stack of like metal tin plates that I got at thrift stores. You can get them real cheap. Use metal fucking plates for your fucking work. I had to blow up like 20 fucking porcelain plates. So I got to the point, smart enough, wise up, fucking use metal plates and you don't gotta worry about that shit. How can you be absolutely sure spirit that says they're coming to you is that spirit? In a case like that, you either got to really know your shit or you'd have to have somebody else outside do divination on it for you and make sure that they are who they say they are. If you're not really good in knowing your shit. I mean, it happens. People get fooled all. Believe me, it happens more often than not. People get fucking fooled. Imposter spirits will show up in the place of something else. All spirits like offerings and honor and stuff. and light and all that shit. So yeah, if you don't know and you don't have a way to find out, then we gotta have somebody else do outside divination on it to see that. How often do you read cards for yourself? So I don't actually read cards. I do other forms of divination. I don't read tarot or any kind of cards. That shit'll bust absolutely and blow the fuck up, man. I've had plate like fly and hit the fucking wall and all kind of shit. I've had a plate split in half and the herbs and wax flew everywhere during. Yep. I've set my whole fucking shit on fire. I've had plates blow up. I mean, poof, and the shit just goes everywhere. And fire be fucking flying, man. I set my fucking carpet on fire. All kind of shit. Metal plates, y'all. Metal fucking plates. Take the fucking tip. Bought some tin plates at Hobby Lobby. There you go. You can get them real cheap at thrift stores, y'all. Metal fucking tin plates. Hey, everyone. Haven't caught a live in a while. Hey, Jillian. Yeah, I haven't seen you in a while. Walmart has tin plates and bowls, too. Oh, you know what else Walmart has right now? They clearanced out all their Valentine's Day flowers, and they've got a butt-ton fuck of them, man. Tons of fucking flowers that they brought in for Valentine's Day. They're all 50% off. Just saying. They all need some fucking shit for your spirits. They're all 50% off. Stock up. I believe it's him, but still, they're presenting themselves as Shango. I'm reading up on it. But you're a pro, so... There was a debate about this going on in one of the priest groups the other night. If Orisha actually contact non-initiates and speak with them and everything, there was two different schools of thought on that. One school of thought was absolutely fucking not. Another school of thought was that Orisha hear prayers no matter who's saying them, whether you're initiated or not. That they'll hear them. I kind of believe that, but I believe that they would hear the prayers. And they might even help a little bit with the prayers. But I don't think they would actively come to a non-initiate, communicate with a non-initiate, or do any kind of work with a non-initiate. That's just my personal stance on the thing. So if you're not initiated, you think you're being contacted by Shango, I would probably say there's a 95% chance it's not Shango. But you'd have to have a Santera, a Rula, Babalao, somebody in the priesthood to actually read on that. Oh, you're welcome, Lean Bean. Burn curtains doing that. Yep. I got big burn holes in my rugs. Hey, Tukawaka girl. I did an impromptu live. I didn't tell anybody but Marlene. I was like, I'm gonna fucking live because I'm ranting. Oh my god, worst fear. Awesome. Was using the 7 African tools. Ever used them? So, no. There's another school of thought that believes the 7 African powers is a bunch of bullshit. That's like not a real thing. That it's just some shit made up so people can sell you some shit. I haven't done a whole lot of study into that particular thing myself, but I kind of have the feeling that it's not really a real thing either. But again, that's just my opinion. Always down for the rant. I ran in the beginning. Oh, I'm such a fuckery this week. Can people have spirits in their court that work with higher spirits and carry one's message forward, etc.? Maybe people get confused. So, I mean, there are spirits in courts that share the same archetype, as other higher level spirits. So yes, they can absolutely come to you in the guise of another spirit, which is just a way of communicating with you that's going to make it easy for you to understand. That doesn't mean that it's that fucking spirit. Like, how many times I gotta tell everybody, I thought for fucking 2 years I was working with Papa Legba, and you couldn't tell me no different. You could not convince me I was not working with no fucking Papa Legba until I had a good court reading. I had a good court reading. I found out that I have a Haitian priest in my court who was a priest of Legba. So when he came to me as Legba because that's a way I would fucking get it and understand. He's not actually fucking Legba because I'm not initiated in voodoo. It happens to everybody, y'all. It happens to everybody. And you shouldn't feel bad if you get something wrong or you're kind of fooled for a minute or something like that. But always get some divination done and really find out what's going on. They are very rare. That's when he presented himself 3 days later. Are there any open spiritual systems that you're fond of? So, most spiritual systems aren't really open. The one that I am fond of that is actually an open spiritual system is Spiritismo. Anybody can practice Spiritismo, and it's actually a spiritual system. Now, most other systems like hoodoo, folkmagic, all this kinds of stuff, they're not really spiritual systems. They're just more like working systems per se. They are ancestral in a way, but Spiritismo is definitely an open spiritual system that anybody can practice, and it's really good. I would definitely take advice and trust it. Awesome. My problem is that someone says they are being contacted by a Santeria or other spirits from a tradition or religion. Then why not talk to someone from that tradition or religion? Exactly. And that's who you need to be talking to if you think that's who's being contacted. And it just so happened that the person that I got my court reading from was initiated in voodoo. He's initiated in several things. He's also a professor at college. Like he's actually a tradition professor. He teaches this shit, but he's also an initiate, and he's initiated voodoo amongst many other things. So he was the one that actually pulled that in, and that was like really fucking cool. If you think you're 100% right, if you think you're having contact with a spirit that is in an initiatory religion, you need to seek out an initiate or priest of that fucking religion and get a reading. That's the only thing you can do. People go to non-initiates or that don't know jack shit about the traditions or religions and make generalizations that don't fit. Absolutely. Could a person have a number of spirits in their court from different pantheons? Court spirits, it depends what you're saying, what you mean by pantheons. When someone says pantheons to me, I think of different kind of systems, like religions, like Egyptian, Greek, Roman, Celtic, African. Yeah, like if you're talking about something like that, that's not really the way it works. Court spirits have archetypes. Like you have the mariners, you have doctors, you have gypsies, you have Congos, there are many different archetypes that are in someone's spiritual quadrant. Now, are those pantheons? I wouldn't call them pantheons. I really wouldn't. Yeah, we were talking about that the other day too, Marlene. People there's a lot of people. See, people, I don't know why people think this, but everyone thinks that when they join a religion or a tradition, that automatically makes them a priest, or that they have to be a priest if they're in the tradition and everything like that. And I don't understand that logic, because that's like saying everybody that goes to church should be a priest. Like everybody that's in a religion needs to be a priest, or everybody that's in the religion is a priest. And that's just not the way it works. There's a lot of people that are in the religion, like let's take Lukumi for example, and they receive warriors, they're guerreros or something, and that doesn't make them a priest. That doesn't even make them an initiate, because you can receive Orisha, and you can receive guerreros, and you can receive Alekes, and you can receive these things and not be initiated in the religion even. But just because you've received some things from a religion or tradition, that does not make you a priest, and that does not make you an expert, unless you go through the ceremonies to become a priest of that tradition. And not everybody's meant to be a priest. There's got to be some followers and just devotees, like I said, it's like everybody going to church isn't meant to be a fucking priest or a reverend or whatever. I don't understand where this logic comes from with people. It's just crazy. Okay, I've always done my own work and quite well. This is the very first time a spirit actually introduced himself to me. So glad you were on tonight so I could ask this question. Thank you. Well, you're welcome. Yeah, if you think you're being contacted by Shango, I highly recommend getting a reading, getting some divination with a priest of either Santeria, Ifa, or Lukumi, because those are all recent traditions. If you want a referral to an excellent Santero reader, hit me up in my inbox and I will get you over there. He's pretty reasonable too. His readings are pretty cheap. They're cheaper than mine, actually. Like Loa, Orisha, Greek god. Yeah, see, those are, I wouldn't put those in spiritual courts. That's not what a spiritual court is made of. It's not made of these higher level energies and spirits like Loa and Orisha and stuff. They aren't going to be in your court. Your court's going to be your ancestors. It's going to be spirits that you picked up through traveling throughout your life. Some of them we're born with. We come into the world with some of our court. They're usually not elevated spirits of traditions like that. What's up with spirits loving stairways? That's funny. I find that my spirit spidey senses always goes nuts on stairways. Do you think they just know it's unsettling to hang out there and do it for fun? I don't even know. But it's funny because it's true. That really is true. They do like stairways. They also like hallways. I've had so many spirits just be hanging out in hallways like all the fucking time. They don't pick a room. They don't pick a spot. They're just like in the fucking hallway. They like stairs and hallways. That's a really good question. I might have to do some research into that because I don't know why. But it's true. It's very true. A 78 gypsy pop up on me at my family cemetery, date back to 1800. I learned a couple things from her today. She went in the woods to grab some herbs. Awesome. Yeah, I have a few gypsies in my courts, and they're gardeners and herbalists and stuff. So that's very along the lines of the gypsy archetype. The herbs and everything goes right along with them. You are a follower of the religion, and that's good. Okay, I will be contacting you. Money isn't an issue. Cool. What are your thoughts on Lama Dama? Lama Dama is another archetype that can be in someone's spiritual court. I actually have Lama Dama in my court, and I'm so bad. I actually haven't done a whole lot of fucking research on her. I've just kind of skimmed the surface of her. But from what I've gathered, and don't put me 100% on this, because like I said, I haven't fully done my research on her. But she's a very motherly archetype and represents slavery and those types of energies and spirits. I kind of put her a little bit with the Congos. That might be wrong with me, but that's just kind of the way I see it. But like I said, I haven't done a whole lot of research on her, which I need to do that. I see. I misunderstood what you meant by court. That's interesting. Yeah, your spiritual quadrant, everybody has one. Everybody has one. And like there's archetypes, but not pantheons. I wouldn't call them pantheons. Maybe they just dig high traffic areas for people watching. I don't know. I really don't. But it's funny because it's true. It's really true. I don't get it. I don't know. I lived in an apartment and I had a lot of people have heard of shadow people, and there's different types of shadow people, and there's one they call the Hat Man. And I had a Hat Man that lived in my hallway in this apartment that I lived in. I had a really long fucking hallway in this one apartment. There was like no windows in the hallway. It was really dark all the time. And he just was always in the fucking hallway. He'd never go into any of the rooms. I've seen him stand like at the end of the hall. Like my bedroom was at the end of the hall. I've seen him in the doorway, but he'd never come in the room. He never went in any of the rooms. He was just always in the fucking hallway. And there was also a staircase on the other side of that hallway. Like it was stairs and then hallway. And he was just always there. I don't know why they fucking hang out there. That is really strange. Maybe hallways and stairs, I don't know. Maybe they're kind of symbolic, like stairway to heaven, stairway to hell, or like what hallways do. They connect things. They're kind of like portals and pathways. I don't know. That's a good question. Luna made me a gorgeous Madonna. Yes, I did. Yeah, I'm so glad you like her. She did turn out really cool. I'm trying to learn the beading, Marlene. I was talking to my tata tonight, and because I used to make jewelry back in the day. I used to make jewelry all the fucking time, and I got to do the dolls. I got a Santero that's opening a Botanica in Florida, and he wants me to supply him with dolls and the hats. What are they called? I don't remember there's a name for them. It starts with a G. The hats that Santeros wear and the scarves and stuff. And he wants me to like make all that shit for his Botanica. And I'm like, you know what? I'm getting interested in the beading too. I would really like to start doing beading and making alekes and like all that kinds of stuff too. Why do people use Saint Expedite when he isn't even a real spirit? I know. And most people don't understand that. But see, there's also a thing of tulpas. And the theory of a tulpa is that you can give something life by putting enough faith and belief into it. Like an example of a very modern recent tulpa would be Slender Man. Like a story on some Reddit forum or something, and then all of a sudden people were seeing him like all over the place. Like he actually was given life. Like they gave birth to him by putting belief and faith into him. And that's kind of along the same lines as Saint Expedite. Like so many people around the world pray to him, put faith in him, give offerings to him, that he kind of just became. He was just birthed and given fucking life to, even though he's not an actual real fucking saint. It's crazy, but most people don't actually know that. I think staircases are like corners, not cleaned regularly, so spirits hide there easily. But that's a good point. That's a really good point. Closets too. That's why there's a lot of shit in closets, because you never clean your fucking closets. And most of us won't when we fumigate our house spiritually, whatever we're burning, hopefully it's not fucking sage. Most people don't open their closet doors, don't open their cabinet doors to get the fumes through everything. So, like, yeah, shit likes to hide in there because you don't clean it or fumigate it regularly. I heard that Lamadama is also a set of spirits. It doesn't have to just be one, like the Congo spirits. Is this true? I would say it's a good theory. I haven't studied on it. I can't say 100%. I do believe that Lamadama has different caminos because I know she has different colors. And of course, they're going to mean something. So there's like a blue Lamadama, there's a yellow Lamadama, there's a red Lamadama, there's a white Lamadama. I think there's even a black one. And these are different caminos of Lamadama. So that could be very true. What is the crossover with Freemasons and certain traditions like voodoo, or is it more in regard to the history of Haiti and not necessarily spiritual? Maybe I'm confused. I've actually not really seen that a whole lot with voodoo. I have seen it with comedics a lot. With the Egyptian Kemetic system, I have seen a lot of Freemasonry intertwined with that. But supposedly Freemasonry came from Egypt and the whole Kemetic kind of system. So I can kind of see why that is, but I haven't actually really seen it a lot with voodoo. Now I do know a lot of initiates that I know personally. They're initiates in different traditions that are also Freemasons. But I don't think they mishmash them. I don't think they're intertwined, but I could be wrong. I just love my doll's shoes too. You gave her glitter shoes. Beautiful chain. I made the chain. Yes, I do jewelry and stuff too. It's like I'd like to when I'm doing my munikas, when I'm doing these dolls, these spirit dolls and stuff for traditions, I'd like to, make them beads and like do all kind of shit with them. So I gotta learn. I gotta speak with one of the elders, one of the elder godmothers in my house. Actually, she's the eldest godmother. She's like a master taught beater in the traditions. So I shot her a message tonight and see if she's willing to mentor me in the beading arena. Mothballs? What about mothballs? Oh, do you mean in closets? Like keep caca out? I think I would just keep moths out. I don't know about spirits. I never get to see you on live. I do apologize if I'm hogging. You're not hogging my chat. There isn't a whole lot of people here because I didn't advertise it. It was kind of impromptu. There's only 10 people in here. Talking about manifesting things like Slender Man, there was actually an experiment done in Canada where a ghost was made to see if people could communicate. Yeah, there was a whole group. It was actually a scientific experiment. I know exactly what you're talking about. It was a scientific experiment of like 16 scientists. And they got together with this theory of a tulpa, and they created a tulpa. They made a whole fucking story for this thing and created the goddamn thing. And by the end, they swear it was fucking showing up and moving shit, and they were seeing it and all kinds of fucking shit. That's an actual like documented scientific experiment. Yes, you can give life to a thing you create by feeding into it. There are things like survivors that can be created to do your bidding. Survivors, yeah, whatever. But they are tricky to work with and can end up turning. That's interesting. I've heard about them possibly turning, but I've never tried it. I'm too afraid. That's really interesting. So I had to hear what she said. Yep, that's the exact thing I'm talking about. I just Googled it, and it's called the Philip experiment. Yep. I know what it's called, but I read the whole fucking experiment. I think they even made a movie out of it, if I'm not mistaken. If that could happen, is there any reason that couldn't happen with a fictional character like Superman? I mean, wow, what a question. Like, you think you can make Marvel comic book characters come to life? I don't know about that. I mean, I guess in theory, it could be possible. What a question. Wow. I don't even know how to answer that. That's a good question. Servitors. Okay, I was wondering because I kept going back. I'm like, survivors. What do you mean survivors? You can make survivors. I'm stuck on this Superman question. That's crazy. What a fucking cool, weird question. I don't even know, but in theory, you would think so, wouldn't you? That's weird. You would fucking think you could, but I don't know. Does Superman come from another planet? I don't fucking know. That's a crazy question. What are your thoughts on the Mandela effect? Everyone is talking about this. I don't know much about it. So I was actually watching that movie like 2 days ago. So the Mandela effect is like, I 100% believe it, and I believe the government totally did that experimentation, and I believe they're fucking walking around today. A lot of people think, what's his face? Oswald, that he was an experiment in the Mandela. That like a lot of these fucking crazy assassins are fucking brainwashed people in this Mandela effect shit. Yeah, y'all don't even get me started on the government fucking conspiracies. We'll be here for a month. Believe me. Marlene, what did you find out about the Brotherhood of Saturn from our last from our last live? Yeah, that meant I 100% believe in the Mandela effect. I really do. Comic book characters feel more detached from reality in a different universe altogether. So to me, it'd be harder to put full on belief in. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, in theory, you would think it would be possible, but for some reason, another part of me saying, hell no, that ain't gonna fucking work. But an awesome idea. We should all give it a shot, right? We all need a fucking Batman. I think comic book characters are already based on spiritual archetypes, maybe. Perhaps some of them, maybe I could see that. I mean, a lot of them are named after spiritual, like Phoenix. Yeah, that's a good theory. For the record, I've had really great results working with fictional characters. Okay, I gotta check that out. I know the government is watching. Should Garen fucking see it? I'm all about Oh my god, y'all! I'll be here all fucking night talking about fucking conspiracy shit. I studied. You don't even know how deep down the damn rabbit hole I've gone when it comes to that shit. If you're trying to conjure up a spirit of someone like Superman, theoretically, yes, but a real person, no, spirits and matter are two different natural phenomena, right? Yeah. You can, yeah, that's where I was going wrong. That's why I was saying no way. Because, like, even tulpas, even though people see them and all this and that, people see spirits too, but they're not necessarily physical. So, you can see, feel, hear, smell shit that is not physical, but it's still fucking there. It's on spirit fucking realm. So, maybe you could conjure up a spirit Superman. I don't even think that's possible. But definitely not physical, yeah. If you're trying to... Okay, I read that one. Oh gosh, the last time you came up with the Brotherhood of Saturn, I was up for days. I'm telling you, girl. I'm telling you. Did you see the one where the video with the ships that were creating the rings on Saturn? Check that one out. Like Google Saturn ring making ships or something like that. You'll go nuts. There's actual video of it. More energetic imprint than actual deity. New channel. There you go. Make a channel about conspiracy. Oh man, I could go forever about that shit. Are we about to start something? Would love to conjure up Henry Cavill. You find out how. Okay, I don't get that. Sorry, I don't know who that is. Often consider that they would always be spirits dressed up how I want them to look. I still don't think, like I'm saying, in theory it sounds like it should be possible, but I still don't think it's possible. I don't know. It would take a hell of a lot of energy and people to believe in something like a Superman being real to make a Tulpa out of it. Yeah, that doesn't sound right to me. Weird Science. I seen that shit. They made a woman had bras on their heads and shit. That was a pretty good movie. That's from my fucking childhood. Oh my god, we've been here an hour already. Holy shit, y'all. Where did that hour go? That's crazy. It's 1 a.m. Okay. Who else got some questions? This is my pirate cap. I always say when I wear the caps like this with the things, and it's just like that, I always feel like a pirate because I have dreads. Arg. One of my faves. I'm telling you. I got something today. Some fucking young buck, and people I know was young bucks, and they was posting shit like, remember Saturday morning cartoons? And they was posting like Smurfs and He-Man and Thundercats, all that shit. I'm like, you fucking posers. I'm like, that's my fucking Saturday morning cartoon. This would be appropriate in my childhood. Y'all too young for that shit. Ooh, new Superman, one of my faves. Okay, I read out. Do you think feelings like pain and sorrow can take on an entity like quality, but not be an actual spirit? I think it can because it's an energy. And enough energy put together can definitely take on an entity kind of feel to it and not actually be a fucking spirit, which is why we cleanse all the fucking time. But also, there are entities that feed on that kind of fucking energy and make it worse and make it a lot stronger than it should be. So, yeah, it goes kind of both ways, but absolutely. My advice on conjuring up the willpower to lose weight. Oh, man, I had a good one. Y'all, I did the best thing. I had someone write me. And they wanted a spell to be smarter. They said, give me a spell to be smarter. I said, Studiosa. They said, no, seriously. I said, seriously, Studiosa. And they were like, oh, you can't make a potion or an oil or conjure up something that would work and make me more intelligent? I was like, yeah, study Osa, not study Osa. I was rolling, man. I was literally in tears typing that shit. You fucking muggles. I'm telling you. Advice to lose weight, man. There ain't no shit, ain't no work, ain't no spell you're gonna do to make you lose weight. But you can absolutely do work for strength, self-confidence, and willpower, and all that kinds of stuff. And you really don't even have to do work for it. All you got to do is prayers, daily prayers, and meditation. And if you want to lose weight, there's an excellent app called MyFitnessPal. I lost 45 pounds using that app. It's an excellent app to help you fucking lose weight, and it's free. Ooh, wait a minute. I missed a lot of shit. Just rambling. Where am I at? Okay, willpower to lose weight. Do you have any experiences with Hexengeists? Hexengeist. That sounds very German. I'm trying to think, because it sounds fucking familiar. It sounds something that I should know. Hexengeist. My mind's drawing a blank, but I swear to God I've heard about it. I've heard it. I'm thinking. I can't fucking think. I know, I swear I've heard this before, though. You guys don't know how much information I have in my head at one given moment. It's so hard to recall things sometimes. I'm gonna be terrible when I get really old. Like, I'm gonna be like bad dementia, Alzheimer's and shit, because I just got too much. There's probably more figures of Iron Man in houses than figures of Legba in American houses. If belief is what sustains something. You're probably right. Y'all, did y'all see the fucking fuckery going around in these groups on Facebook where someone built an altar to fucking Black Panther? I swear to fucking Christ. They built a fucking altar to Black Panther and they were giving it red palm oil and Ogun beads and Olekis fucking offerings and shit. I swear to God. They had a little Black Panther figurine, and then they had the mask, the Black Panther mask in the background, and they had all these offerings around it, and beads, and all kinds of fucking crazy shit. Oh my God, we were rolling. So fucking funny. Put up lots of pics of ridiculously good-looking skinny bitches. Yeah, I don't know if that would help, though. It's probably make you feel worse about yourself. I've tried that, but I like chocolate and candy. Willpower, y'all. I gotta cut the soda. I'm on a fucking fight right now. Cause my spirits is like, you gotta fucking quit the soda, cause it raises my glycemia level like way too high, way too fast, and it fucks me all up. So like, I made a deal with myself and my spirits that the only time I will drink soda is if I go out to eat to a restaurant. I will have one soda with my meal. That's it. I won't have soda at home, and I won't, have soda just out running around. Only if I go out to eat, I'll have one with my meal. And that's proving to be very difficult. I mean, there's other things. I switched to unsweetened tea. I've got juices. I've got a lot of water, all this shit. But I don't drink coffee. So in the morning, like the soda was my fix for the caffeine to get going in the morning because I don't drink coffee. So I've had to switch to tea for the caffeine, which isn't quite as satisfying as the soda. But I'm also having an issue because I like the carbonation in soda. I like the fizzy. So it's hard to drink things that aren't fizzy. So, I'm trying like the seltzer waters that have a little bit of flavor in them that don't have any sugar and stuff. And I'm trying to kick the soda. We all got to work on the willpower shit, man. I'm telling you, I've been off cigarettes since the end of November. I haven't had one cigarette. So if we really want something, it's the 3Ds: discipline, determination, and demand. If you fucking want it, you're gonna fucking do it. And that's as simple as that. You'll put in the fucking work, you'll put in the effort to fucking do it. Okay, I'm a hoot. We're fucked. I think that sounds like poltergeist, anger, frustration, sadness, hate. People who don't know they have abilities can manifest their energy in even violent ways that they don't know. I was talking to you about that earlier, Marley. That's why, people that work in traditions, we always talk about balance. how we always have to remain balanced and stay balanced because the shit that we work with don't play. And if you even think something, they'll fucking act on it. You don't have to do work. You really don't. You don't have to fucking be doing spells and candle work and doing all this fucking shit when you're a fucking priest, because you just think it and they fucking act on it. So this is why we have to always remain balanced, and it's really hard. If you, like, say, have an argument with your spouse, then you always gotta keep it in check. It's fucking, it is not a fucking game, man. That shit will manifest and you ain't even gotta do nothing. It's fucked up, really. Poltergeists only bother adolescents, as I understand. They don't bother adults. I don't know if that's true. I mean, I know that they say adolescents are much more prone to creating poltergeist activity or having that kind of activity around them, and usually children and teenagers, they point the finger at them and they say it's their, what do they call it, pubescent energy, you know, as they're becoming of age and everything, that's creating this fucking poltergeist energy and shit. I don't know if I totally believe that. I mean, I believe that could be part of it because that is some crazy energy, but I don't think that it only affects adolescents. I don't believe that, because I know plenty of adults that have experienced that shit don't have no fucking kids. There's little energy eating spirits attracted to spell work. It doesn't even necessarily have to be spell work. It's just energy, period. Spirits are attracted to all kinds of energy. I mean, that's why we do stuff like remove negativity. That's not, you know, we do work like that, or we do cleansings like that. It's not necessarily saying you have a negative spirit in your house. It's just a negative energy, and that negative energy can attract spirits that feed off that type of energy. Doesn't necessarily mean they're there yet, but you don't want that kind of energy hanging around to fucking attract them either. Welcome to Wakanda. Oh, that's it. I got a better one. Did y'all see the Furby Elegua? Somebody out there is making Elegwas out of Furbies. I swear to fucking Christ, y'all, I ain't lying. I ain't fucking lying. They're making shrines with these Furby Elegwas, and it's not a joke, and I ain't lying, I swear. I swear. Drink lots of soda. Yeah, it's not good for you. And what's really bad about it is that's why a lot of fucking people in America are diabetic, because the glycemic index of soda, the fucking sugar in it is crazy. It's the soda and it's the fucking carbs and starches, because carbs and starches, when you eat them, your body turns them into fucking sugar. And that's why there's so many fucking diabetics running around here. Too much fucking sugar, man. Drink a lot of soda. Everybody's drinking a lot of soda. Oh boy, poor old lady. Try switching. Where'd it go? Wait a minute. Switching to seltzer. Right. Yeah, I'm trying that. I have some. It's like a lemon flavored, like, seltzer water. I mean, it does good with the fizzy, but it's not quite right. Like, it's almost too fizzy. I don't know. I'm weird. I don't know. It takes time, but it works. I don't touch soda. I know. I got off the soda like last summer. Totally got off of it. I didn't drink it at all. And then when I went to drink a soda, I was like, holy shit, like sugar overload. The shit was so fucking sickening sweet. I was like, damn, how did I ever drink that shit all the time? And now here I am, back fucking drinking it all the time. It's like, it's totally addictive, I'm telling you. Shit is addictive. Three Ds, damn it, damn it, and damn it. Not giving up my Popeyes and soda. Man, it's so, I'm telling you. I was warned about it tonight, as a matter of fucking fact. The letter I threw tonight literally said, beware of the dark beverages. I was like, no fucking way. They on my ass. I gotta quit the fucking soda, man, I swear. Can't give up bacon. No, I ain't giving up bacon now. I draw the fucking line at bacon. No, we ain't giving up the fucking bacon ever. I don't care. Furby's scared the living shit out of me. Girl, what the fuck? I'm telling you. You didn't see the Furby leg was? I also can't give up my coconut cake. See, I don't like coconut, so we're good there. Too fizzy. I'm telling you, seltzer water's too fizzy. Did y'all see the post I did where I was doing some work last month and I had to go out and get some fucking Dom Perignon. I swear to God, I needed this $200 fucking champagne for this shit. Like, my spirits ain't playing. I never had Dom Perignon in my life. Never had Dom Perignon in my life. So I Googled it. It's gluten free. I'm like, you know what? I gotta fucking taste this fucking $200 a bottle fucking champagne. So I took a fucking swig of that shit, and I'm like, I was so disappointed. Number one, it was like so ultra super duper fucking fizzy. Now y'all know I don't drink alcohol, but I always I'd seen in movies where people drinking champagne, and they say the bubbles went to my head or the bubbles in my nose, or like they'd always talk about the fizzy bubbles in the champagne. Like, I didn't get it. I took a sip of that Dom Perignon. I almost choked to death, man. Like the fizz in that shit knocked me on my ass. And then it tasted like a beer. Like, I swear to God, Dom Perignon tastes like a super duper fizzy fucking beer. $200 for this shit. I was so disappointed, y'all don't even know. I was so disappointed in Dom Perignon, but my spirits, they fucking high class, man. High dollar. They ain't playing with no fucking cooked champagne $10 bottle, champagne. They had to have some fucking expensive ass shit to get this work done. But yeah, I was really disappointed in Dom Perignon, I'm telling you. Kombucha, don't like it. No, that shit looks like some fucking alien fucking thing. My husband's ex-wife used to make kombucha, and that was way back in the day before it came fucking trendy. She had one of them things in her fucking refrigerator. She brewed it herself in this big fucking pitcher, and that thing just freaked me out every time I opened the fridge. I'm like, Jesus, it's like some crazy. It was like The Blob, that movie, The Blob, where it grows and it fucking eats everything. That kombucha shit was fucking me up. I can't drink that shit. See, Renee can't do it either. Overrated personally. See, I didn't. I was very disappointed. Boogie spirits. It's nasty. I'm telling you. And the girl I was doing the work for is actually a really good friend of mine, so she totally understood why I needed Dom Perignon shit. And she kept telling me, she's like, "Oh, it's good. You gotta taste it." And I tasted it. I'm like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" She said, "Oh, it should really be chilled with and served with berries or strawberries or something to bring out the flavor of it." I'm like, "Fuck y'all talking about?" You gonna put some strawberries in Dom Perignon to bring out the flavor of it? I don't know. Yeah, I thought it was fucking gross. It was like a super, super duper duper fizzy fucking beer. It tasted just like a beer. And then I had to get some more champagne. I didn't need Dom Perignon this time, but I had to get another bottle of champagne. What was it? A week or so ago for another fucking client. But I didn't get fucking Dom Perignon. I got me a fucking $40 bottle this time. That shit tasted exactly the same. I swear that $40 champagne tasted exactly the same as a Dom Perignon. It tasted like a super fizzy fucking beer. Like I don't get it. I don't get it. What's the difference between champagne and a beer other than the fizz? Because it all tastes like beer to me. Yeah, I saw you had to get that expensive champagne, kind of like when my spirits made me get a big ass bottle of your oil. Spoiled ass spirits, I'm telling you. I'm telling you. All slimy in your mouth, chia seeds and I'm telling you. Chia seeds, see now you brought just brought something up there. Chia seeds are excellent for gossip and shut the fuck up kind of work because they do gum your mouth up and get all slimy and shit. Chia seeds are excellent for that shit. My oil is overpowering you. What the hell are you talking about, girl? It's good stuff, but I have to be careful. Oh yeah, you gotta be careful with it, but it shouldn't be like overpowering unless it's the fucking tainted love oil. I got you walking funny for a month. Go to Walmart, buy that $10 shit, and it'll work. Yeah, it does for some things, but sometimes they demand some high dollar shit to get some shit done. That's the fucking payment. Moe is much better than Dong. They all taste the fucking same to me. I said the $40 shit and the Dom taste exactly the same. Gossip work equals chia, absolutely. Anything that's gonna fuck your fucking mouth up is good for gossip shit. So anything, we use alum a lot for gossip too, because what did anybody see them fucking Sylvester and Tweety cartoons where they get a hold of the fucking alum and it puckers their fucking mouth all up and it makes it real tiny and they can't talk? Alum is really good for gossip shit too. There's more, but I'm giving y'all enough tonight. There's enough fucking tricks. Slippery elm, that's a staple for gossip shit, yes. Bitters are really good too. That's it. I'm not giving y'all any more shit. Some down boy oil. Marlene, you kill me. Down boy oil. Oh my god, you're crazy. Okay, y'all. Do we have more questions? There's only 9 of you in here. See, this was impromptu. I didn't advertise it in all the fucking groups like I usually do. But you notice we didn't get as many trolls either. I'm waiting. Any more questions? I just got a new YouTube subscriber, and they're not in here on this live. That's weird. Must be watching my old videos. Think we're just having a good time? Well, good. I'm glad you're having a good time. I'm just kind of bored. I'm waiting for some shit. Well, let me clue y'all in on something on the website, and I swear I gotta go fix it because a lot of people aren't smart enough. On the items where you have options to choose from, like floor washes and gree-gree, when you check a box, you got to adjust the quantity in your cart. So if you check 2 boxes, you got to add a quantity of 2 to your cart. The check box doesn't automatically add it to the fucking cart. It just tells me what you want. You know how many people I have gone through there and checking like 4 fucking boxes, but they only put a quantity of 1. And I'm like, now which fucking one do they want? Do they want all of them? And I gotta email all these people, like, what do you want? Was it a mistake? Do you want to place another order? You know, for the ones that you checked and didn't fucking put in your cart. And I really should change that because people aren't. And I even put a note, like right on there. I'm like, adjust the quantity for each checked box, and they still don't fucking do it. A lot of people are doing that, so I guess people aren't astute enough, I guess, or don't read everything. So I should probably make a separate, listing for each fucking one instead of just making it an option with a checkbox because people aren't fucking understanding, I guess. They don't read it. Anything to have someone hear or to listen to you, or is that just domination? You know what I do when I want someone to hear or listen to me, like let's say my husband, because he's really bad at that. I do work on him for clear headedness and clarity and calmness. So usually if I want something like that, I do some kind of head work on the target. And you'd be surprised how much clarity and calmness will make somebody fucking listen. It really does work. Other than that, if domination, if you really want them to fucking listen to you, if you really want them to fucking listen to you, like you ain't got a fucking choice but to fucking listen. Yeah, it's gonna be domination, command and control, compel, that kind of fucking shit. Skull candles are good for head works. Yes, they are. I used the tainted love oil and didn't go to class for 3 or 4 days. That damn spell work lasted for 3 months on my dude. It was a rough time. Yeah, Marlene couldn't walk. She couldn't even go to class. I think most all husbands are bad at listening. Yeah, but mine's like 70. He's gonna be 70 this year, so actually a lot of that is actually his physical ears, and I'm getting him to an ear doctor next month. We got his eyes fixed this month. He fought and kicked and screamed on that one. I kept telling him he needed glasses. And you know what else is weird? For years, I thought he was colorblind. I swore to God he was colorblind. Like, not completely colorblind, but he would always get colors wrong. Like, he thought pinks were reds, or he thought reds were purples. Like, he just never got colors right. He thought blues were greens. Like, his colors were always fucked up, and I always thought he was colorblind. He had fucking cataracts. He had yellow ass cataracts in his eyes, and the yellow cataracts like made his colors all fucked up. It's really weird, but he had his cataracts out last month. So I got his eyes fixed, and he's like so fucking happy. So now I'm gonna take him to get his fucking ears fixed. I told him I'm gonna make him a bionic husband. I'm gonna get all his shit fixed. Because it's really annoying. It's really fucking annoying. So, I mean, I'm doing it for him, but I'm really doing it for me because it's really fucking annoying. Yeah, I'm mean. I know I'm mean. I am. I'll own that shit. I felt like such a whore. Oh. Yeah, that's good shit. Yeah, the True Love oil can do the same shit too. In fact, the True Love oil is what made mine fucking go crazy. He fucking jumped on my ass shit. Blind too, I wear glasses. That's really rare. Always arguing about something's color with my fam. Have you gotten checked for cataracts? For real though, because that's what his problem was. I didn't get it. Like he thought it too, because I was always telling him his colors were fucked up. Like I'd send him to the store and I'd be like, get me some fucking white flowers, and he'd come home with yellow flowers. I'm like, what the or I'd say get me red flowers, and he'd come home with pink flowers. I'm like, what? His colors, he's always fucking his colors up. It turned out he had yellow ass cataracts. What fucked his colors all up? No way in hell I would ever get that shit from my husband. Good Lord, he's already too rambunctious. It's good shit. I'm telling y'all. Sparingly. Use it sparingly. In fact, Marlene only saves that for her customers, her clients. She won't use it herself anymore. They say you don't have them? Well, man, I don't know. It's weird. So maybe you're just colorblind. I thought he was colorblind for fucking ever. But he's great now. Like, he can see shit. Actually, he goes back Thursday to see if he actually needs glasses now because his vision's so much better. He had his one eye tested 2 weeks ago and it was like 20/20, like it was perfect. So he might not even need glasses now. Oh, you're leaving us? Okay, Tukawaka. Well, thanks for coming in, girly. Yeah, we're gonna cut it pretty soon because we're losing viewers. We got 7 people in here, and I only see like 4 people talking, so I don't know what the other 3 are doing. They're just stalking, I guess. Use True Love oil, much easier on the loins, but my man, my candles with your tainted love oil sell like crazy. Well, that's awesome. My husband actually has to get tested for glaucoma. Yeah, that's the shit. That's the shit. Okay, y'all. I'm trying to think if there's any other thing I wanted to rant about. Oh, we talked about women being men. We talked about people telling lies. We talked about Black Panther altars and Furby-Leguas. And spell work not backfiring. I don't, y'all believe that shit. Do not believe the fucking hype, I'm telling you. That person is a fucking moron. And what's really fucking insane is this person is supposedly a worker with 18 years experience and all this shit, but yet she's putting out shit. The blowback from spell work isn't real. And her logic to that was because if you put a petition or a prayer out to your ancestors and spirits, they're going to help you regardless, and it would never backfire on you. What? What the fuck? Like, what kind of fuck logic does that even, like, that doesn't even make sense. I don't know, y'all. Don't believe the fucking hype. Don't believe it. The other 3 fell asleep on their phone laughing at the rest of them. They're just stalker. They're skulking. They're skulking around in the shadows. There's always some fuckery rant, I'm sure. Yeah, I seen some fuckery last night about me. I was laughing my ass off. Don't forget the government conspiracies. No way she'd have 18 years experience if that's what she did. We're also talking about somebody that is not initiated in anything, yet appropriates and mishmashes all kinds of fucking shit together. Like, she's mishmashing Santeria with voodoo and fucking Hindu shit, and I don't know what kind of fuckery she got going on over there. Yeah, stay away from that shit, y'all. For real. Is that worker on YouTube? Yeah. Yes, they are. Blowback is very real. We'll see it there. We got one of the skulkers is talking. Hi, stick kazors. Kazors. I don't know how to say it. Yep, absolutely. It's very fucking real. But she putting some shit on fucking Instagram that was like, don't believe it. It's not true. Yep. I know what you speak of then. Phonies they are. I can't believe peeps go to her. Yeah. I think people are really gullible. They're either really gullible and naive or, I don't know, just desperate. Either they're just desperate, or it could be a combination of all 3. Desperate, gullible, and naive. And see, and a lot of these workers, supposed workers, and supposed priests in the community, count on that shit. They feed on that shit. They prey on that shit. I was in one of the groups the other night that's full of nothing but priests, and someone new came in, And she just made a post in the group like, hi, I'm new, you know, thanks for letting me in the group, you know, one of those fucking posts. And the first comment on there was some supposed fucking bobble owl saying, hi, inbox me. She didn't ask a question. She didn't ask any advice. She was just introducing herself and saying hi. And all of a sudden, this motherfucker up in there going inbox me for no fucking reason. And all of us got on there and was like, don't fucking do that. And we reported him as a fucking scammer. And then I had the girl who made the post inboxing me. She's like, why are y'all saying, you know, he's bad or he's a scammer or I shouldn't inbox him? He seems pretty cool. And I'm like, don't fucking listen to the 50 priests that are telling you he's a fucking scammer. Don't listen to us. Go ahead. He seems pretty cool. Go ahead. I swear, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. Y'all get fucking scammed. Y'all get fucking fucked up. It's your own fault. Especially when you got 500 people telling you not to fucking do something. You go do it anyway. It's your own fucking fault. I'm done. Someone clue me in on who this person is. Nah, I ain't saying no fucking. I don't say names. Y'all know me. I don't say names. I don't have to give them any fucking attention. I don't have to call out anybody. I do not have to fucking do it. Nope. She is also the one that doesn't think you have to go through the traditions to get to Orisha and combines all esoteric practices with her spell work. Yeah, that one. Yep. But we're not all about that over here because I'm supposed to be steering clear of drama and gossip and bullshit. But somehow it always ends up on my doorstep. Oh my God. It's easy. Just check out some of the more popular witches and look for her. She practices everything. Satanism, everything. But like Marlene said, she is initiated in nothing. Yep. And you know what I really hate about these people? And it's the biggest, popularest ones out there. They're white. They appropriate fucking traditions. They mishmash and do all this fuckeria. And that makes all of us who are also of the same ethnicity, who are actually initiated and part of tradition, that makes us look bad. Because they look at them and they're like, oh, they're fuckeria, they're bullshit, they're this and that. And then the next time they see a white practitioner or a white priest in the traditions, they think they're fucking full of shit too. They give all of us a fucking bad outlook. And I hate that. I really do. Don't watch too many witches because too many are full of bullshit. Well, I'm glad you're over here then. Don't do bullshit over here. And she'll tell you she can do anything without blowbacks. Popular is code for herd mentality. Absolutely. Absolutely. And these people, what's crazy too, is these ones are charging absorbent amounts of money. They are charging the kind of money that priests and traditions actually fucking charge for shit. And people pay it. People pay it. And they put them up on these pedestals and they idolize them and worship these fucking people. Nothing but frauds when all the real deal be down here slumming it. Be down here fucking slumming it, I'm telling you. That's why I'm here. You don't fuck around. Absolutely. See, people don't like that. People, I got called out. People talking shit. She's so mean. She's mean to all the newbies. When I'm not mean. I guess I have been mean sometimes. But It's actually just truth. So a lot of people think truth is mean because it's not what they want to hear. It's not what they want to believe. What they call it? Cognitive dissonance. Is that what it's called? Cognitive dissonance. I think I'm saying that right. When a piece of information enters your brain that conflicts with a belief that is held strongly inside of you, that's called cognitive dissonance. I think I'm saying it right. And people don't like that shit. It makes them very fucking uncomfortable. And they attack the person who brought that fucking knowledge in. But you know something else, guys, is really fucking funny? I can't tell you the amount of times that people have gotten in arguments with me on these fucking social medias and they've called me mean and they've done this and they've said all this fucking shit. I'm terrible and I'm just blah, 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 blah. And 6 months later, they're in my inbox telling me how right I was. And they're sorry. You would not believe the amount of fucking people that do that. It's mind-boggling. You're really an awesome worker. I think you should hear that. Wicked, down to earth, and you know your shit. And if you don't seem to play games. You say exactly. I don't speak on things I haven't experienced. Even on shit that I've read and shit that I've studied. If I have not experienced it, I don't tend to speak on it because I haven't experienced it. And if you haven't experienced something, how much do you really fucking know about it? I don't care how many books you read. I don't care how many articles you've seen. I don't care how many memes you fucking seen on Facebook. If you have not experienced it yourself, you do not know about that thing. And I'll be the first one to fucking say, I don't have any experience with that, but here's what I read about it. Don't fucking put any validity into what I'm saying because it's just what I've read. I have no experience. I'll be the first one to tell you all that. I ain't gonna come out here and be like, I am an all-knowing, all-seeing, omnipotent fucking motherfucker. That ain't me. I know enough to know that I know very fucking little. I'll tell you that. I just don't tolerate stupidity. It rubs me the wrong way, yeah. I have actually been working very hard on my people skills, though. I'm admins and moderators in a lot of groups on Facebook. I've had a lot of people coming to me, when I answer a question or I speak on something, and they'll be like, "You said that so well and stated it." And I'm like, "Yeah, I've been working really hard on my people skills. I really have. I'm trying to be a lot more tactful in the way I come across and say things. And even that doesn't work half the time. People still think I'm being fucking mean, even if I'm being really fucking nice. I don't get it. I don't get it. Wait. Maybe they'll make a Furby. I'm telling you, girl. If you haven't seen the Furby Alleguas, you need to fucking see that shit. It's funny as fuck. Oh, and there's somebody else. I don't know who the fuck they are, but they keep making shit. Like they're making Alleguas and like weird shit, and they put these big googly eye things on them. Have y'all seen that shit? They look like Kermit the Frog Alleguas or some fucking shit. I don't know. Did you know that big googly eyes and they move and stuff? Yeah, they're sticking those on like Orisha and stuff. It is fucking madness, man. Oh man. Look at shit that's out here. So funny. Being blunt and honest isn't mean. It's helping people. Yeah, people don't see it that way. They don't see it that way. They don't want help. They want appeasement. Exactly. They want confirmation that what they believe is correct. That's what they want. And if you fucking tell them anything different, they ain't gonna fucking hear it. They don't want to hear it. They don't fucking listen. That's exactly what they want. They want confirmation that what they believe and what they think is correct. And it doesn't matter how many people fucking tell them it's not. They'll ignore every single one of them until that one person pops on and goes, oh, that's alright, you can do that. I'm saying it right? Okay, good. Not me, just don't pull any punches and have a low tolerance for stupidity. There's nothing wrong with being blunt. I'm glad you see it that way. Hey, sweeter than honey 22, how are you doing tonight? Memes making witchcraft and things that nature trendy. It pisses me off. This isn't a trend, it's a way of life. People don't fuck around or you get fucked up. Yep. You're 100% correct. It's absolutely a way of life. It is not a trend. It's not something you pull out of the closet when you have a fucking problem. You live it. You live it, you breathe it, you be it. You're 100% correct. And if you can't do that, then you ain't it. You ain't it. You don't have it. You don't got it. And people that got it don't have to flaunt it. So the people that don't got it need to go to people that do got it. Somebody said that the other day, and I remember saying it like 2 years ago in one of my videos. What did they fucking say? Oh my god, it just fucking flew away. Where'd it go? What was I just gonna talk about? Holy crap! It's getting late, y'all. Where the hell did that thought just fly off to? Oh my god, it'll come back to me in a minute. I hope. Memes making witchcraft. Okay, you can do anything without blue box if you can't do anything in the first place. I thought you were going to bed, girl. Brushing my teeth. Yeah, I've seen some messed up stuff. Poor Alegua, I'm telling you. Yep, you live it day in and day out, no matter what. Oh, that's what I was going to talk about. See, I knew it would come back. Somebody else was talking about in one of the priest groups that they didn't understand why everybody thinks they're a fucking witch. Why all of a sudden anybody and everybody can be a witch and anybody can do it and all that shit. And they said the same exact thing. I was like, oh my god, deja vu. They were like, no, not everybody can fucking do this shit. Not everybody has these gifts. Not everybody was born this way. And back in the fucking day, you had one in a whole fucking county. There would be one person that could do this shit. And everybody went to that one fucking person to get shit done. Everybody didn't attempt to be doing this shit themselves because they can't fucking do it. Not everybody can fucking do this shit, y'all. Oh, it's so aggravating. But somebody made like that exact post, and I was like, oh my god, like I said those exact words like 2 years ago on a fucking video. I swear it's down on my channel. You guys go look. It's gonna be way down at the fucking bottom. Thank you for that. People pull out spells like they pull out an old board game. It's a way of life, like washing your ass. Wash your ass. Too much Sabrina and Harry Potter. They need some studiosa. That's because people didn't go on the internet and go, oh my god, I can be a witch. How cool. Oh my god. I do my best Valley Girl accent, like, oh my god. Call me Mon. This is Miss. Call me Mon. This is Miss Cleo Psychic Network. Took me a minute, but I got it. I swear. There's so much fucking more, man. There's so many levels. Even someone like me who's been doing this like 30 fucking years. So many fucking levels that haven't even been scratched yet. This fucking Matrix shit. I'm telling you, we should start a whole nother channel that just talks about conspiracies. Aliens. But good group here tonight. Yeah. Not very many of you, that's why. A bunch of people in here being stupid. Okay, in Texas, whenever I started practicing, you better not tell anyone about it, right? I'll tell you, it was so bad when I was growing up. I didn't even know. I didn't even know that the tradition I was raised in or the things that I did, the way I was raised. And see, that's the thing. When you're fucking raised in it, it doesn't even have a name. Like, it's just what you do. Like she's saying, it's the way of life. It's just what you do. It's just the way things are done. It's just tradition. You know, tradition. When I was growing up, I didn't even know that what we did was different from what normal people did. I thought everybody, you know, like that's just the way things are done. I thought everybody did shit. It took me a long time to figure out that that's not that my shit and my family, the way we do things and the shit I was raised in is way different from what most people are fucking raised in. And I remember, I told you my house was right next to a cemetery when I was growing up. And I spent all my fucking time, I was either in the cemetery or I was in the woods. And I remember being a kid, and I'd just be, wandering around the cemetery, picking flowers and playing stuff and whatever. And I remember all the fucking kids at school would be pointing their finger at me and calling me a fucking witch and all this and that. And I didn't even really know what a witch was. I had no fucking clue, but they did. They knew what I was. I had no fucking idea. It took some long, hard lessons, to actually realize that we did shit different and not everybody was, did shit the way we did shit. Kind of like when you're raised eating weird stuff and and you think everybody eats that stuff. I seen somebody post something the other day. It might have been Tukawaka was saying something about she was raised with spaghetti and peanut butter and jelly, like together. Like they had peanut butter and jelly with their spaghetti. And like for years they thought that was totally normal and everybody ate that. Like it's that kind of shit. I didn't even know. I didn't even know. Everybody else fucking knew. Because when you got it, you don't gotta flaunt it. And you don't gotta tell people. You don't gotta fucking announce it from the rooftop. You don't gotta put on fancy robes and promote all these titles. You don't gotta do that shit if you got it. Don't gotta do it. People automatically fucking know. A lion don't gotta tell you it's a fucking lion. You know it. That's the shit I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. I got root beer candy now. That's good shit. I'm also in Texas and was raised in a small town. Small town. I used to hate small towns when I was growing up. I was raised in a small town on top of the mountain. And I hated it. Now, all I want to do is go back. Started practicing in 1999 or 2000, which really wasn't that long ago, but it's not something you could get on the internet and research, right? When I was a kid, my fucking books, and because we didn't have internet, my fucking shit was like mythology. Like, I would go to the library every day and I would read every book on mythological creatures, mermaids, Loch Ness monsters, minotaurs, um, the Rock, which was this crazy, like, insane big Thunderbird thing. Like, that's all I did. And ghost stories. I read ghost stories and mythology. The Odyssey and like all the mythological fucking shit. That was my fucking witchcraft learning shit. When I was fucking growing up, we didn't have all this fucking shit. That was my fucking studies. I used to sit as a child and watch people come to my mother. Wait, I lost it. Where'd it go? Hold on. I was halfway through it and it went somewhere. Okay, I used to sit as a child and watch people come to my mother for readings. It was ridiculous. Everyone knew here, and she was famous. Peeps were sad when she quit. See, in traditions I was raised in, some people came to the house, but mostly it was like house calls. Like, people in my family would go to them. So I didn't see a whole lot of people coming to the house, but my husband, we have put together that his grandmama was some kind of root worker. Just by things that he's told me that she would do and shit that would go on. Like, I don't know if y'all are old enough. Do y'all know what medicine balls are? Way back in the day, they had these little silver, they were stirring silver. They were called medicine balls, and they were intricately carved and engraved, but they were hollow in the center, and they were open. Like, like they were really intricately carved with these tiny designs, and they were hollow in the center, so it was open, so the sense of whatever was inside could escape. They're called medicine balls. My husband, when he was very young, his grandmother always made him wear this medicine ball. He didn't know it was called a medicine ball. He just described it to me, and I was like, that's a fucking medicine ball. But she'd always make him wear it to school, and he said he hated it because it stunk really bad. He said it smelled so bad, and none of the kids would want to play with him or be around him or like anything because this ball that she made him wear smelled so bad. One day I was over here doing some work, and I pulled out my asafeta, devil's dung. And the second I pulled that out, he started sniffing. He was like, oh my God. He was like, that's the fucking smell. He's like, that's the smell from the ball that my grandma made me wear around my neck. I was like, oh, your grandmama had you wearing a medicine ball with fucking asafeta in it. She was protecting your fucking ass. So that was like clue one. And then he would also tell me how people would come to his grandmama's house, and she'd make him sit on the porch, and she'd take them in, or they'd give her something, or they'd say something, and she'd go in the house for a minute, she'd go in the back room, she'd do something, she'd fix something up, and she'd come out with like a little pouch that sounds like a griggery or a mojo or something, and she'd give it to them, and they would pay her. I was like, man, your grandma's a fucking root worker, man. Yeah, he didn't even know that shit. Yeah, asafeta, medicine ball. Medicine balls are great. I've actually been looking everywhere I go to antique and thrift shops. I'm looking for antique medicine balls all the time. Okay, I got off track. The small town I lived in would have shunned me big time. My family would have too. They still don't know, to be honest. Yeah, we're going to cut this short, guys. It is 2 o'clock in the morning, and I just lost 2 viewers. We're down to 6 whole people. Let me get through the rest of the comments here. My family would think it was devil worship or something. Yeah, half of my family don't fucking get it. Because I was raised with grandma and grandpa. They adopted me. They raised me. Not everybody else was. It is true, you stay silent. Yes, I'm also in Texas and raised in a small town. Okay. Same girl. I stay in the broom closet and keep my life less stressful. My grandmother is the same way. She called my mom and told her she had a dream. I was brewing potions in a cauldron, and it's my mother's fault. That's funny. Hungry? What the hell made you hungry? Popeye? Now you got her doing it. Marlene, you got other people doing it now. This is gonna be like our little trendy code thing, Popeyes. We didn't have internet either, but I also couldn't get books either about things like that. My grandparents would have shit themselves, so I just kind of had to make it up as I went, which worked out. Yeah, I never had witchcraft books, anything like that when I was a kid, but I still was doing work all the time. I didn't even know. I didn't even know what I was doing or how I knew to do what the fuck I was doing. I just did shit and it worked all the time. Yeah, I didn't have that shit either. I didn't actually start getting witchcraft books until I was in my late teens. Yeah, my late teens. And y'all want to hear some fucked up shit? I'm gonna tell it quick because it's getting late. When I was like 14 or 15, my grandmother came to me and she says, if you could go anywhere in the country, where would you want to go? Where's the one place you want to go? And the first thing out of my mouth was Salem. I said, if I could go anywhere in the country, I want to go to Salem. Within a month, my grandmother was taking me to Salem. It was really cool. Me and her, my grandfather stayed home, and me and my grandmother, she took me to fucking Salem for a week. And I went everywhere in fucking Salem. I went to all the museums. I went to all the witch spots and houses and everything. I did it all. I did everything in Salem. There was back then. I'm sure there was a lot more now. It's more touristy nowadays, I think. But I purchased a lot of books when on that trip to Salem. I had the Malleus Maleficarium. I had all kind. I purchased so many books on that trip. Like I didn't even buy any souvenirs. Like I didn't get any T-shirts or like I bought books. All I bought the whole trip was books. And I came home with this stack of fucking witchcraft books and shit. And I remember I had moved out of my grandparents' house and I actually went and lived with my mother for a short period of time. And her apartment got broken into at one point, and the cops came in, because the apartment got broken into. And they went in my room and they found this stack of fucking witchcraft books in my room and they confiscated them. I never seen them again. I don't know how, I don't know why, and now I know that shit was totally fucking illegal. I don't know, like, if somebody was doing some cult shit in the fucking area or what the fuck was going on, but they confiscated my entire stack of witchcraft books that I had got in Salem. Never seen them again. Yeah, yeah. Back in the day, you didn't fucking tell people shit. You stayed in the fucking closet. I don't know when this fucking trendy everybody's a fucking witch kind of thing happened. I don't know when it happened because when I was fucking growing up, you didn't fucking do that shit. Did someone say Popeye? Yeah, you know what medicine balls are? Cool. A lot of people don't know what those are. That stuff is stank. Devil's dung. Yep. Very powerful. Absolutely. I'm gonna tell you what, y'all. I had a client last week got a gree from me for protection. That was the most powerful fucking gree I ever made. And I figured out this new combination. And it was like pow. Like I never felt some shit like that. Usually when I make gree, it's intense. That's why they're so fucking they're pretty high in the store amongst the other products. The gree are one of the higher costly ones because it takes a lot of fucking energy to put life in these fucking gree for y'all. Seriously, it takes it drains the fuck out of me. I put this motherfucker together and I can't figured out this combination of 3 particular ingredients. I put the first 2 in there. When I threw the second one in, it like the energy exploded. I can't even explain it. It was like poof, and I was like, damn. Whoa, like the devil's dung was one of those 3 that made it go pow. And when I put the devil's dung with these 2 other things, holy Lord fucking Jesus, I know, man, if that client that got that gree could not feel the fucking energy coming off of that thing, I'm telling you, my husband walked in the house and he was like, what the fuck is going on in here? Like, he felt it as soon as he walked in the door. It was like, ooh. I was like, damn, I just came up with a really good fucking combination. That's going to be in all my protection gree from now on. That motherfucker. I have never, ever just putting some ingredients together for the gree, like not even birthing it yet or breathing life into it. Just putting the shit together had that much energy jump off of the shit. I was like, damn, like for real, y'all. For real. But yeah, Asofeta, Devil's Dung was one of those 3 that went pow. It almost knocked me the fuck over for real. I threw it on there. It was like, poof, like I had to fucking step back a minute. That shit was, yeah. Saying my grandparents adopted and raised me. See, you get it. I actually got 2 more. I see, I'm up to 9 now. I did have 10. They just dropped. It was illegal. I don't know if it was illegal, but it was definitely fucking frowned upon. Whenever I was growing up, you didn't tell people you were a witch or anything. Exactly. And when I was growing up, like I said, you didn't have to tell people you were a witch. If you were a witch, people know it. They know it. If you're it, they know it. A lion don't have to tell you it's a lion. When I was growing up, you didn't have to tell people you was a fucking witch. They knew it. If people don't know it, you ain't it. I'm telling you. Now I'm being mean to the newbies. Hubby knows not to mess with you. He's probably in all. Actually, he don't. He don't even really give a fuck. He really don't. Some things kind of throw him off. He'll be like, "Damn, what the fuck is that?" But most of the time, he's like, "Whatever." He don't even give a fuck. Okay. Whew. This is a long live, guys. Guess I had a lot of energy. I was really bored, but this shit is done. Finally, fucking thank God. So we're gonna call it a night. What's this say? In Texas, you didn't want people knowing it. I did my very best. See, me too. Me too. I tried so hard to fit in. I really did. All I ever wanted when I was a kid was just to fit in and be normal like everybody else. That's all I ever wanted when I was a kid. I was pathetic when I was a kid. I really was. I bribe kids to be my friend. The shit, I bribe them to come over to my house and hang out with me. Like, I had no fucking friends, and all I ever wanted was to be fucking like everybody else. And I could never, ever be it. I'm telling you, I was pathetic as a kid. Gonna take your old whore ass to bed. Okay, honey, I'm getting off here anyway. So, as always, like, subscribe, and share. The shop will be closed from February 27th till March 6th. So if y'all want readings, if y'all need some work done, if y'all need some fucking gree made or anything like that, light settings, get them in now. Because that's only 10 days away. The shop's going to be closed. So get that shit in now. Get your readings booked before I fucking head out of town. Thank you, everyone. I don't even think I taught anything tonight. We just bullshitted. Ranted and raved. But I hope I helped somebody. And visit the shop, primitiverootsconjure.com. Like me on Facebook, Primitive Roots Appalachian Conjure. Follow me on Instagram at Primitive Roots Conjure. And I will see you all next month. Good night, guys.